Good morning, good morning, good morning. What day is it? Happy Tuesday. Let me move the tree out the way. Happy holidays. Wait till a couple of y'all get up in here. But I wanted to go ahead and make this video sooner than later. And I gotta go by this place and pick up something. So since I have to go do that and I'm on a little break, I figured I'll go ahead and address this shit right now. Good morning, Shannon. So this is a response, Trish's response to me. Okay. I'm driving y'all, so I'm not one of them drivers that can do all that different stuff and be reading the chat and all that. I can't do all that, but good morning. I'm driving like as though I just know automatically where I'm going, which is kind of funny. But I think I know where I'm going. I know I'll find it. Anywho, I did a video yesterday, did a live, mainly just addressing different things. And of course, speaking on the use of deal. And in the midst of doing that, I did make mention. Oh, I did. And I spoke directly to Trish. And it was regarding a comment that Trish was making on Brianna Live a couple of days before that. Trish had hit Brianna panel, and she got cut off by Brianna, and then her and Brianna started going back and forth, and then that pretty much dropped. But the comment that Trish got on there, and her opinion, her idea, her perspective, her comments. Okay, so it's got to be somewhere right here. Okay, where I gotta go, Lord? Oh, yeah. I thought this was gonna be real easy peasy, and I thought I could take advantage of the process to talk to y'all. But of course, things ain't just always easy peasy, right? Damn, I thought I was gonna just see people. Hello. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Things don't never go the way I be thinking shit gonna go. I promise you. Oh Lord. Wait a minute. I gotta do all kind of extra stuff. Now, if I gotta do too much, I ain't gonna be doing too much. Hold on. This is my I'm contemplating and figuring out some shit with face, okay? God damn it. Let me see. Oh, let me stop cussing out on church property, Lord. So, anywho, Shannon, you already know what I'm talking about. You already know. If it's too many things going on, I'm about to go. But anywho, not Chanel. Trish got on Brianna's. I might just have to pull over and do this live. And then I'll just be already here. I think that might be the best way to do things. That way I can be still taking care of two birds with one stone without being distracted from either one. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. I got an hour. I ain't gonna even be on here that long. Cause it look like I gotta get out and do all kind of stuff. Russell didn't have to do all that. Okay. Boom. Let's talk about it. And I'm gonna be talking like I got some sense coming sitting on these people's church property, and I don't want the Lord to think I'm just doing blasphemous. Okay. So Trish got on Brianna panel. And her conversation that she was starting, her point of view that she was trying to give was one of innocent till proven guilty, which is nothing wrong with that, right? Because hey, that is what the case is legally, fundamentally, right? But then what I took offense to personally, and what I talked about yesterday, good morning, everybody, was that along with her innocent till proven guilty, she starts spurting off these insane, far-reaching excuses, scenarios, propaganda. Well, how do we know? Well, and and then she would. How do we know Yusuf wasn't helping the minor? I know I saw the paperwork. Which, hey, correct me if I'm wrong. If she saw the paperwork, she did the research. We all got the case number in Pizarro Live that Friday night. I got the case number. I haven't done no research yet. But when I get around to it, if I get around to it, if I'm so inclined, I'll go pull up some documentation and stuff. But you know what I'm going to do, Demetra? Which I know we all different. But what Demetra going to do is if I do that research, I'm going to put it on the StreamYard and we're going to read it together. We're going to talk about it together. Now, maybe she did that over there at some point in time. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard about it. And this was the next day. This was the next morning, that Saturday morning. And when she was talking about, well, I saw the paperwork and it was four kids. Well, to me, in my mind, that make it even worse. It was 4 kids. And how do we know that Yusuf wasn't trying to help the kid? And how do we know all that? And all I heard was predator protecting. All I heard was, God dang, why you gonna go so far out the world? All these speculative, far-reaching, made-up imaginary scenarios when what's very real is the charges. What's very real is where he's at right now. What's very real is he don't have no bond. See, this is all the real things. These are all factual things. And yes, I find it very strange, peculiar, and disturbing, not just of Trish, but of anybody who want to go to such lengths, not even knowing the situation firsthand, to make all these far-fetched excuses for someone. And I said that. Now, me and Trish have had a long-standing YouTube ship over here, and I still have a YouTube ship with Trish. I don't have a problem with Trish. And the Lord must wanted me to come over here on this church property so I wouldn't get out of pocket and get out of body. See how good God is? And see how God works? Because I sure didn't know that I was going to actually sit here in this church parking lot and get his whole live. I thought I was going to just drive through here real quick, do what I got to do. And then I thought I was going to be able to come out the box on this live. But guess what? God don't want me to do that. Because it's unnecessary. Because me and Trish really don't have no problem with each other. Right? But that's never going to ever. I'm not close enough to anyone on here. And quite honestly, even if I was close to somebody like that, me being Demetra who I am, I'm going to always say it like a TIST. It's how it is, how I feel, what I think. And if we just that cool, then you're going to understand that I am who I am. And I'm going to say stuff how I'm going to say it. And we're going to still be cool. See how they work? Now, Trish been coming that live. Trish reposted that live that I did yesterday. She shared out my live. She hyped my video. Thank you, Trish. Last night, when I saw that she had did that, I immediately went under her post, under her share on her wall, and I say, hey, Trish, thank you for sharing, but I did have something to say to you in this live. And if you would like to talk about it or discuss it, just let me know. Once again, being Demetra, right? So I already knew. So Trish goes live after 11 something last night. I'm in my bed. I'm doing different things these days. I'm not finna get out my bed to go hit no links and stuff. I'm not finna get out my bed at no 11 something at night, 12 something at night, and go on live, get to disturbing my dogs, my fish, my spirit, my neighbors, any of that. So when I saw that she went live with my name in the title, I shared it. And I shared it and I said, I will be responding to this tomorrow. That don't mean I listened to it. I was watching Armand Wiggins. Armand Wiggins was over there doing a review of Tasha K and Millie interview and dragging Tasha K. I was watching that. I had already invested my hour into that and wasn't going to leave my hour to go watch Trish. When I knew already whatever she had to say, I was going to have to probably more than likely respond. And then I saw her title talk about mirror, 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 some crap. And I was like, well, I might as well just listen to this tomorrow when I'm out and about, and I'll respond tomorrow. That was my plan. But of course, I shared her video. It's always best to get both sides. Y'all know I am one of the first people around here, pure point blank, who shared everybody. I would absolutely share people's video that was dragging me, because guess what? I wanted people that couldn't listen to me drag somebody to know what the other person said, so y'all can know both sides of the story, because I don't mind. Hey, Sean. Hey, everybody. Happy holidays, Sean. And so I didn't watch Trish's video last night. Now, when I shared that video, my moderator came under my video and said, well, dang. Y'all know I'm on this church parking lot. That's the Lord do for me what I can't do for myself, because he don't want me getting out my body. I'm grateful for that. Because there's no reason to get out my body. And my moderator seemed like she was upset. You know, like people who care about me do be upset. And she tell you what, dang, why she over there talking about your addictions or your alcoholism and your kids and stuff like that? Because, and guess what? Even when my moderator gave me the heads up what was up, I still didn't go watch the live. For what? I've been on YouTube almost 6 years. I came on YouTube being Demetri Lit all day. I'm going to leave. I was Demetri Lit all day before I came to YouTube. Everything in and about Demetri, I'm okay with it. I'm accountable for who I am. It's nothing that nobody on here can tell me about who I am, what I've been through, what it's like now. Can't nobody tell me nothing about that. And guess what? It's only when I'm in a very weak position that type of stuff even bother me. But it will let me know exactly who you are, which I don't have no problem with that. Ain't nobody around here fooling me. Now the video is gone this morning. I didn't even get to watch the video. Once again, that's God doing for me what I can't do for myself. Because guess what? Me and Trish don't have to fight about it. Trish, I don't know what you said over there. But okay, for you to get to talk about me, my parenting or lack thereof, that's fine. But that's fine. What you want me to do? Cry? About what? About what? You talking about my struggles with alcoholism and addiction. I smoked weed. What I'm gonna cry about that stuff for? I came on here in full flight on my alcoholism. Y'all saw it day in, saw it day out. Y'all saw me go through the struggle of going and get clean. Y'all saw me in my path and my walk of being clean for almost 3 years. Y'all didn't see me relapse, but guess what? When I relapsed, I came on here eventually and told y'all, and y'all saw me get back on this road of recovery. Y'all didn't see me through the years talk about my children. Y'all didn't see, y'all know good and well I'm involved in my children's life. It is not about doing nothing for appease y'all to make y'all feel good, make y'all not talk about me. It's about what I do to make sure that I reestablish my relationship with my children. What do I need to do to make sure I stay involved in my children's lives? What do I do all those things. So it's nothing that nobody on here can tell me about anything. Because see, when you live in a transparent life, and when you be real clear about who you are, and when you are accountable and responsible for who you are, that type of stuff don't bother me. That kind of stuff don't bother me. I've always said, regardless of whether my children in this house or not in this house, I've always been their mother. And so therefore, I have no problem, and I would never step away from talking about anything about parenting, because I am a mother. Maybe not the best, but I'm definitely not the worst. And there's not anything that's going to keep me from talking about what I want to talk about and feeling like I have every right to talk about what I want to talk about. I have very much experience in parenting. I have viewpoints. I have experiences. In fact, me being a mother in a situation in my life allows me to have some experience to give somebody who might be going through the same situation. Ain't none of that. See, them old shaming tactics, them old humiliation rituals, they don't work with me. But it do let me know exactly who you are and how you feel about me, which that's fine too. I don't know none of y'all up for you. So let's keep the subject on what the subject supposed to be. Predator protecting. Let's talk about that. Yes, a lot of black men being railroaded by the system. Yes, a lot of black men that get the short end of the stick. Yeah, the justice system is not set up for the black man to win. Okay, all that's good and all that's good. Yeah, you can stand on that. But none of that means and none of that equates to protecting a predator. None of that. None of that equal that. I don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, Chinese, whatever. I don't care. Let's not protect the predators. Okay? It's a difference between trying to protect the black man against the injustices of the law in the legal system. That's something totally different than protecting a predator. That's something totally doggone different, and the two shouldn't get misconstrued. That's just as silly as people protecting R. Kelly because he R. Kelly and he black. So because he R. Kelly and he black, he have every right to people's children and doing the things that he do that's egregious and things like that. That is absolutely retarded. That's retarded. And it's very simple and it's very basic. And when I said things that I said to Trish, I didn't get on my body talking about, I didn't drag you. I told you that it was a shock to me because I know you got good sense. I'm not one of the people who think you're crazy. I'm not one of the people who think you throw it off. I'm not one of them people. Never have been one of those people. So for me to think of you as I think of you, Trish, to hear you doing that, yeah, that disturbed me and I thought it was retarded. Did I stutter? Do retarded stuff, get called retarded. Period. I mean, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. I wish you would have left the video up, but I guess it's not really necessary for you to leave the video up. Because at the end of the day, even when I got that notice that you was over there saying different things about my parents, I didn't hear it. But I can only imagine because it's the same stuff people always saying. There's nothing less than what I expect people to say. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care. But it's not going to distract from the fact of why in the world would you be sitting there predator protecting? If you got some other information about this case, and more importantly, use the content. Because see, a lot of people, and the numbers don't lie. A lot of people didn't go over there and wasn't supporting Yusuf and his content for real. His real content. And really sitting there and listening to his content and sharing his content and having discussions with him about his content. A lot of people wasn't doing that. But Yusuf was very loud, aggressive, and direct about his commentary about child exploitation, about predators. And Yusuf didn't wait until everything went through the court system and everything was legalized and finalized to cast his judgment on people and on people that have been alleged of being predators. Yusuf was very aggressive, very direct, and had a very, very strong guilty as alleged stance. Yusuf was not one of the people who was that when he talked about these stories that he stood on the stood on the stance of innocent until proven guilty. Yusuf covered a lot of these type of stories, and he never stood on, well, they're innocent until proven guilty. He would run them up and down the pole for the fact of what they was accused of. If Yusuf was sitting back with this same situation and it'd be somebody else in this sector, he would not be taking that stance. Unless he was trying to do some clout chasing or something, because Yusuf did become a big clout chaser. Okay. But that wasn't his stance. And I don't see why anybody would let me say it this way. I don't expect that he hoping or thinking that people gonna take that stance with him. Now, that's all I gotta say about that. You know what I'm saying? Trish took the video down. She thought, Trish, I heard that you said you took the video down because you thought I saw it. I didn't see it. And I don't care. You can put it back up. I didn't already address it, so you ain't got to put it back up. I don't care. But I do feel like you took it down because somebody told me you took it down because you felt that I had seen it because I had posted it because I did share it. And I told you I would respond, but I didn't see the video. My plan was to watch the video today. So you ain't got to put it back up, or you can, because I didn't already addressed it. You know? But I am glad that you brought up my parenting. I'm glad you brought up all that type of things. I'm happy to report today is my what? Today the 16th. My clean date is September 17th, 2020. My new clean date. So that means tomorrow, God say the same. I don't pick up a drink today. I don't smoke a blunt today. I'll have 60-day clean tomorrow. Thank you, Lord. Thank you myself for doing the necessary things day by day by day, one day at a time. Let's talk about my parenting. I'm very glad you brought up my parenting, my children. Because see, what people use, for whatever reason, God used to serve good purpose, okay? So let me use this for a good purpose. I'm very happy to announce to Little Lane that my youngest son, my baby, my young boy, is having his cotillion this upcoming year. Y'all know 2 years ago, my oldest boy had his cotillion ceremony, the debutante ball. Y'all remember when he was all in his tux and everything? And he went out and they did the waltz and everything. Now it's my time. It's time for my youngest boy, Reese, for his. And I'm very proud. This year, I will be escorting my son. My angels and them escorted him, my oldest boy, 2 years ago. I'm escorting my baby boy this upcoming year. I will have on my long black banquet dress. I will be walking in when they introduce him. I will be doing the waltz, the mother-son waltz with my son. I'm very grateful for the things that I've done in my life to allow me to be in that situation. I'm very grateful that no matter what I've been through, I've never lost no connection with my family, with my children, that they love me for exactly who I am. I'm very grateful that I'm in a position where I can suit up and I can show up at any given time. And I'm very grateful that I've always known this is not about what y'all think about me, but it's about what I think about me. And when I think more about myself, I do better for myself. So it's nothing that nobody on here can do to take away from anything from me. I am my best and my worst friend and enemy. Nobody else needs to do anything or can do anything to me. So, Lit Lane, I will be once again fundraising. I ain't been on here begging. I ain't been on here asking for no cash app. I don't come on here with all kind of stuff. I'm out here making it and doing it for myself. I am blessed. But just like for my son 2 years ago, I did some fundraising for my son, for his cotillion. I will be coming on here for my supporters, and I will be starting my fundraising. And I think my fundraising last year lasted all of 2 days. I set a certain amount, got a certain amount, I think in one day. And guess what I didn't do? I didn't sit on here and exploit my supporters. I didn't sit on here and just keep trying to push and get more and more, be greedy. I've never done that. I have no reason to do that. So y'all, I will be letting y'all know, because yes, I want to buy some ads for the ad space in his book. You know, they be having a scholarship fund that they give all the debutantes and princes of have you. So I'll tell y'all more about that. But yes, I will be doing the fundraising for Junior Lit, because guess what? I want all my kids to have things, and for things to get better for my children. It was absolutely outstanding for my son, for Xavier. He came out on top with the fundraising thing. He was number one. Y'all remember I showed y'all the pictures of the big old trophy and stuff like that? It was like that for my first son. And I wanted to be just as good for my baby boy. Period. If not better. And this year I got to do a little bit extra because I'm going to be presenting him. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get my long, formal, all that kind of stuff. So this year I'm more involved. And it's very much so an honor to be able to escort my son and do, you know? So that lets me know right then in itself that the things and the effort that I've been putting in and the connections I've been making and how my family look at me and how the situation, that lets me know. See, I need validation from the people that's important to me in my life, the ones that's involved in my life, my family. When my family do stuff like that, it lets me know that I am doing the right things. That all my efforts and stuff, even when I make mistakes, even when I slip up, even whenever nobody's perfect. But it's about how you get back up and how you execute. And I know the validation of being so involved this year with my son's cotillion is all the validation I need. The fact that my oldest child, my daughter, calls me, asking me for advice, call me when she got something going on, lets me know that I'm on the right track. The fact that my oldest boy calls me, Mama, what you doing? I'm finna come by there. Wanting to tell me stuff, and what really gets me is the fact that my children call me when they're going through something, because guess what? They know their mama is here for them. No, I ain't always been the best mother. It's never been a question about that, but I am very, very far from being the worst, and I've never been absent. So I'm real, real grateful for that. Do I take offense to people always want to throw that at me? Yeah, because I'm human. But does it just spear me in my heart and just tear me down? No, because I'm Demetra. I'm the D. I came on here saying exactly what it was. I didn't come on here putting no front from nobody. I never came on here making excuses. I'm never going to make no excuses. I've always been accountable. I've never, ever, 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 even in my heights, I never made excuses or tried to pretend as though something was what it wasn't. I never make excuses. I never say, oh, well, it's been. I never do that. I'm 1,000% accountable for me and the choices I have made in my lifetime. I've always been honest. I'm honest with my children. So that kind of stuff, people gonna always throw that kind of stuff up at me, and that's fine. I don't care. It's kind of it's cool. We all take our lumps in life, you know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. I still don't see how that has anything to do with protecting the predator. I don't see how anything with my life and my life choices has to do with the discussion of protecting the predator. But conversation is content what the content is. So this is my content. This is my response. And that's it. So stay tuned for everything else to come out and everything. Y'all go check out Trish. I would say check out her video she made in response to me, but she took it down. Trish, when I had looked, it had like 200 views on it. So you might want to put it back up. But everything not about views and clicks for Trish or for me, neither for me either. So, hey, it is what it is. Let me, I didn't got clocked on my thing. Let me go ahead and do this stuff I got to go do. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. Okay. Y'all have a great day. And don't forget, you're not what people call you. You what you think you are. Okay. That's some words for the day. You ain't what people call you. You what you think you are. All right. Bye, y'all.